9:35 p.m. A bit late for me. Couldn't live stream yesterday. I had stuff going on. I'm gonna set up my phone right now actually, just to see the stream of comments and all that jazz when they come up. But today, like I said, we're gonna be making okonomiyaki, quick and simple recipe. I still need to work on my project. I still need to study. I have stuff going on actually, so. Is this gonna appear properly here? I don't even know, but we're gonna try it out right now. So let's see, rice bowl. Am I even logged on to the rice bowl chat? Yo, Jay Garcia is online. I'm live here. Okay, let's go. Let's go. The steak is going to be tomorrow, guys. The steak is going to be tomorrow. Hope everything's... Yeah, never mind. My bad, Jay Garcia. But yeah, the steak is going to be tomorrow. Today we're going to be doing okonomiyaki. Highly requested 3 years ago. So we're doing it now finally. I'm just going to take off my watch in case I get some kind of notification. Don't want to dox anyone. Don't want to dox myself. But yeah, so I should have washed my hands. And yo, says Poovy, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, just gonna wash my hands real quick. Yeah, just washing my hands on a live stream. And guys, let me be honest with you, I'm absolutely... I say it a lot, but I'm absolutely exhausted. But, we're going to make it one day at a time. I still have to do, I still have to study. I still have to work on my final project. Monday I have an exam. Thursday I have an exam. Friday I have a final project due. So, Patrick Conradin, member of the channel, what's up? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, we're going to be doing this, one thing at a time. Am I able to... Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so, anyways, just going to get you, into the nice angle. And today we're going to bring out the nice wooden cutting board. I'm going to chop up some cabbage. So how's everyone doing? How was everyone's Saturday yesterday? I'm curious, Hope everyone had a good Saturday yesterday. I still have some broccoli also. And when does this yogurt? Okay, the yogurt expires in July. We could do nachos again. Nachos with steak nachos tomorrow, guys? Let me know in the comment section down below. But yo, I hope everyone in chat is doing good. Me, just taking it one day at a time like I always do. Yeah, other than that, it is what it is. I'm gonna wash off this. I'm gonna wash it off a bit better after. Yo, Patrick, went to Costco to get some good samples. I was gonna go to Costco today, actually, because unfortunately, I have a Costco gift card, but I don't have the Costco membership. And apparently now, you could let me know in the chat below if you know the details on that. But apparently, in order to get to Costco now, a gift card isn't enough. Apparently, to get into Costco now, you need to have a membership, or you need to go in with someone who's a membership. And I swear, before, if you had a gift card, that was enough. But yeah, I think they're cracking down on us people, so I don't know. We could do a Costco live stream maybe at some point, but yeah, that's going to be way into the future. But yo, Seth got sunburned. Yo, I think I got a bit toasted up also, but that's what happens when you go in the sun unprotected. So, we're just gonna chop up this cabbage right now real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna do a massive thing. I had a smoked meat sandwich and ribs for lunch today. The day before that, I had pizza and fried chicken. And the day before that, I had... Yo, where's my, I guess I'll just use this plastic bowl. I don't feel like I have a huge choice. But, yeah, ooh, regret doing that. Don't want to damage my knife. But, I'm going to make a long video on this in the future. But if people are curious on how to cook cabbage the Japanese way, I'm gonna teach you. It's called sengiri. So, just going to peel off some of these leaves. Nice. This is a nice piece. This is a nice and fresh cabbage, The last one we had, unfortunately, we had just a tiny bit left and it was all moldy, so I had to dispose of it. Not a fan of. Oh, I could have composted it looking back, but I don't know if the mold would. I don't know if the mold would contaminate the compost though. But yo, is the audio bad? Yo, Princess Love, Giselle Channel 4, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Wait, if the audio is bad, I'll change the angle, eh? Oh, but the crackle might be the It might be the dryer that's downstairs. Like the is it that, or is it my audio that's really bad? Because if it's like an audio issue on my end, like I could restart the stream, you know. But I just need to know if that's what the situation is. Because lately, you know, I've been having issues with these YouTube live streams, unfortunately. But last time also it's like glitching out in the comment section. I don't know, you know, like YouTube. And I'm having another glitch on the YouTube app also where they auto dub was the AI on like videos that I don't want them to auto dub, you know. So it's like, yo, just like bring me back the old YouTube, you know. But okay, I think we're coming up to enough. Yeah, okay, if the audio is off, Okay, everyone, just block your ears. Block your ears. I'm gonna just blow into the mic. How's it now? Is it a bit better, or yo Bella Joe, what's up? Hope you're doing good. But how's it now? Is it a bit better? If not, I could restart the stream, you know. But if it's okay, entertainer, but it's better, but what does crackle mean? Not much. Oh man, that's no, but wait, it's a bit concerning though. If it's still kind of the same. Wait, let me check. Let me check with audio. Ooh, let me check with audio crackle is, because I want this to be a good viewing. Like Rice Crisp. What's audio crackle? Type of unwanted noise characterized by sharp, intermittent, and popping sounds to disrupt normal audio output. Yo, did I damage the mic on my phone? Is that the situation? Pixel 9 mic. Cause not gonna lie, I tried cleaning my mic today, so it might be that. Yo, I hope I didn't damage my phone. So we got the hardware diagram out right now. Okay, 9A. Da, 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 da. So I'm not too sure what I have actually. I think I have an 8 or a 9. Okay, whoop. Antenna cover, speaker. Rear, okay, 10. Rear facing microphone. Okay, it's near the camera, interesting. Okay, 14 bottom microphone. Interesting, okay. Cause the oh no. Okay, I'm gonna stop the stream and try to do a take two, so just stay tuned. Well, wait, let me try to clean it out here. Like when I talk like this, is it still crackling, or is it still pretty bad? Cause yeah, if not, I might have damaged my mic, you know, and there's not much I could do about it. Okay, it's mostly when the phone is down. Interesting. Maybe but when I have it in my man, what could the issue be? A little crackle, but not nearly as much. Okay, what if it's okay? And then I'm gonna put it down again. Yo, my bad, guys. And now you're saying the crackle's really bad. The audio crackle's really bad. Is that the story? Because I could move to this phone. Because I have a second phone here, but yo, the quality isn't too great on this one, you know. Yeah, has the issue been resolved, guys, or not so much? I gotta fix it, eh? Okay. Maybe I could reset something in the mic. Let me check real quick. Pixel audio crackling. Google Pixel audio crackling. Left speaker is fried since whatever I said. Water damage may be the issue. Hmm. Yeah, I have a case on it. Yeah, I have a case on it, but yeah, but wait, this is an issue because I don't have the funds to buy a new phone, you know. I have a case on it, but it's not covering anything. What if I go into the rear camera like this? Because I think it changes mics, right? How, how does this sound? Does this sound any better or... Yo, Shuriken's apparently I'm having a hardware issue. Yeah, I could try taking the case off, I guess, but apparently I'm having, it could be a rattle, but unfortunately streaming uses your calm. Oh. No. No. Yo, I don't. Okay, what I can do, the second option I could do is use an external mic. But yo, I think I screwed up my phone, you know, cause yo, I took a toothpick and there was a bit of like lint in the microphone area, so I tried to like move it away a bit. It's a known pixel issue. But the thing is, I've been cleaning my mic like that for a long time, so I don't know if it's that either. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what I can do is get an external mic maybe. But yo, that's not ideal, man. That's not ideal having to get an external mic. Like yo, what I like about doing these YouTube live streams is just you know, just plug in and play. But you know, I don't want to start having to deal with the mics and all that. Oh man. Maybe if I restart my phone. Maybe if I restart my. Maybe I'm just coping, but maybe if I restart my phone. Yeah, because I still want this phone to last me 10 years, you know, so... It's goodish now. No, but good-ish. Wait, but people who watch these streams semi-regularly, there's like a significant like loss in quality today, right? Okay, low to high pitch. It's a Pixel, I believe an 8. I believe it's a Pixel 8. It's not the newest one. It's last year's model. Okay, now it's okay. So the sound funnel's in. Okay, Mrs. Shuriken doesn't have any words of comfort also. Okay, wait. Maybe it's because I had it at an angle like this. Okay, stay away from it. How about, because you know, I had it at an angle like this. How does it sound now? Like, is it any better right now or not so much? Do a test. Ooh. How's the crackling situation right now, guys? Oh, went away a while ago? Seems better. Okay, a loose connection somewhere. try the bowl. Yeah, I just don't want to put like this dirty tape in. I guess I could wash the bowl after. But only when I talk. It's good now. Yo, all the. Okay, how about now? Now we have the bowl. Now we have the bowl. It could be some kind of like AI in the software. I don't know. But okay, how about now? I'm trying the bowl trick. How does it sound to drip? How does it sound to drip? Man, yo, we spent 15 minutes troubleshooting the audio issue. I just want to eat. It's way better. Wait, yo, I don't know if drip is trolling. It's way better. Okay, entertainer, it's way better. Really? Okay, interesting. Okay, yo, my bad, drip, my bad, drip. Yo, my bad for questioning you, my guy. My bad for questioning you. All right, drip. Thank you so much, yo. One, the bowl ain't crackly. Wow. Okay, yo, one in chat for drip. Thank you so much, drip, for the help. Just gonna quickly wash my hands, and we're gonna get back into action right here, right now, on the Red Bull channel. But yeah, just gonna quickly wash my hands here. I went to the pub the other night, yesterday, and they had this new beer, lemon salt flavored. I was shocked on how good it is, not gonna lie. But yeah, I'll leave that story for later on. But anyways, this is the cooking segment, and then we have to move to the talking segment. And my bad if I can't see your comments. No. It's not plugged in. It's not plugged in. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not plugged in. But I just want to read the comments in real time. But okay, here we go. I have the comments out right here, live chat in front of me, and yeah. All right. So. First step is going to be to wash the leaves. I'm going to be right back. I don't want to move the phone too much because I don't want this crashing thing to come back, unfortunately. And despite me studying programming, software, coding, and all that jazz, I'm not that like good with hardware, you know. But okay, we have this all washed up, drain it to the best of my abilities. And I'm kind of screwed, guys, not gonna lie. I have an exam tomorrow. No, sorry, an exam on Monday. And then I have an exam on Wednesday. And then I have an exam on... Sorry, I have an exam on Monday, an exam on Thursday, and then final project... final exam final project due on Friday, so lots going on. I still have to study after this. Couldn't get too much studying done today, seeing some people. So, I'm gonna chalk this up now. Yeah, it might have been an internet. Oh, not the. Okay, wait. Entertainer is saying that it's not an internet issue. I don't know, for anyone who's interested at home, since we're just like cutting this anyways, I think it's okay to smash it, and then after that we're just gonna go as thin as we can. Just, you don't wanna like hurt yourself or anything like that, and we're not gonna go as like, I could probably get it thinner than this, and just to prove it to you, that was some ASMR. But yeah, I could probably, honestly, if I try, I think I could definitely get it thinner than that. But I wouldn't be able to cut as much cabbage. But for today's this is thin enough. This is thin enough. So it doesn't have to be super uniform right there. What's he chopping? I'm chopping cabbage. But yeah. Anyways. So it's easier to chop cabbage when it's not as tall and it's not as wide. So I'm gonna chop a bit here to make it less wide, I guess. And there's two ways to chop cabbage, and yeah, it's not like I learned any of this, This is just like trial and error, I guess. You could like push like this, or you could like pull the knife towards you. And I find the pulling technique to be better. Personally, I find the pulling technique to be better, but when you pull, you rub the blade on your knuckle, and if your skin is really dry or sensitive, it could peel the skin like on your knuckle or something like that, you know, so it's not ideal. But no, it's not frozen. It's not frozen. It's just regular cabbage. And you could see now, maybe I don't know. Like you could see that like now it's like less wide, right? Or sorry, it's like less wide in this direction. So it's like an easier. It's still a bit wide actually, but it's an easier time to cut with the knife. Like. Foot position is also important, because if I'm like standing right in front of the board, my hand's like awkward. This is like a carpal tunnel syndrome situation, right? It's a bit awkward, so yeah, I turn my body so it's like now my hand is straight, the blade is straight, and yeah, it's easier to cut the cabbage. Anyways, I'm just gonna chop it up real faster. Because we already lost 15 minutes trying to diagnose that whole audio situation, and turns out just using a little bowl would have solved all the issues. But it's okay, we live and we learn, right guys? You're never too old. You're never too old to learn something new. And yo, I'm out of practice actually. This is not as soon as I want it. Or I mean, this is fine, but it's not as soon as I can get it. Okay, let me try to impress everyone at home. Yeah, and you might think, oh, he's awfully silent all of a sudden. It's because yeah, when you're using the knife, you know, you kind of have to concentrate because you don't want to cut yourself. You know, you're like, I don't want to cut myself, especially on stream. That would be embarrassing. But yeah. Anyways, so. But like I said, I'm kind of out of practice. I haven't done this in months. And I used to practice this every night. And when you work at a restaurant, like for the first time, you take out these skills, and I guess people respect you a bit, no, because they try to size you up when you first join. But this is not a respect. See, like this right here, unfortunately, yo, entertainer, I'm making gluten-free okonomiyaki out of practice bowl, indeed. Yo, Patrick Connerton, yo, doing my best. Like, see, this might look thin enough, but it isn't. Like, see, this would be okay. This would be acceptable for me. Yeah, no joke. Like this would be acceptable for me. But you could see a lot of the cabbage right here is way thicker. So I'm gonna have to practice this. Actually, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm kind of embarrassed. But anyways, that's the brood of the work done. I'm going to quickly rinse off the blade. No Ninja Creamy tonight, guys. And yeah, just put this right here. The fry pan is right here. The cup of water we don't need. Quickly rinse off the cutting board. And I don't know, like, to be honest, from a food safety perspective, it's probably best if I use soap and water every time. But, you know, I just cut cabbage, you know, so, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't feel like it's the end of the world. Like, I don't think anyone's going to get sick. Yo, is the Ninja Creamy worth it? 100%. And, yeah, if I didn't answer some questions, my bad, guys. But, yeah, we're just going to do a quick okonomiyaki tonight. And call it a day, I think, because I like I said, I have to study, and like I'm kind of screwed. But yeah, the Ninja Creamy is a triple S tier situation. One company, if they were to sponsor me, I would definitely be like, yes, please. But yeah, probably not going to come my way for a while. So okay, after that, we're going to do some pepper. And salt rather heavily. And okay, special ingredient, cornstarch. Yo, honestly, the Ninja Creamy, look, Patrick, look, I'll be honest with you. For me, the Ninja Creamy, the thing is, my parents bought it for me, so it's not me who bought it. But why do I think it's good? Because I have an addiction. Okay, so we're going to do 2 spoons of this. Two might be like too much, especially like if you're trying to diet. This is calories, right? Because it's not that bad. 3 teaspoons is 35 calories. Okay, whatever. This might be like 50 calories. We could add a bit more just to make our lives easier, although we don't need it. Anyways, because it's going to like all come together better. But yeah, for the Ninja Creamy, my opinion is like definitely, for me, great investment, you know, even though I didn't buy it, my parents did. And all because I have an addiction to ice cream. And if you don't have an addiction to ice cream like I do, look, I don't know, but I'm the type of guy who wants to eat ice cream every night, you know. And that's unhealthy, you know. If you're eating ice cream every night, all that fat, all that sugar. Like, you don't need me to tell you that, right? Like, it's unhealthy to eat ice cream every night. But even, oh no, why did I open this? We have some here. First in, first out, you know, respecting food safety procedures. And I can't really speak straight either because I'm pretty tired. This is just a regular dashi packet. But yeah, anyways. And I have this addiction to eating ice cream. So yeah, the Ninja Creamy is great, you know, you just put some Greek yogurt in or whatever you want. Like, what works really well, I find, is a banana. You freeze that up with some milk, add a bit of honey, and I don't know, like, how many, just YOLO, put it all in. But I don't know how many calories banana, some milk, and honey is. Maybe 300 calories for that whole thing. Maybe 300 calories. No, thank goodness we have eggs. Maybe 300 calories, but if I were to eat the equivalent in volume, right? The equivalent in volume of regular ice cream, you know, that would be like probably triple the calories, not gonna lie. So I'm really enjoying the Ninja Cream. I have to eat the soup tomorrow. I guess we're gonna have sandwiches and soup for lunch tomorrow. I don't want to go to bed too late. And just crack in some eggs. Looks like the cracking bowl, indeed, the eggs and the live stream audio. So that's finished. And we're going to be close folding bowl also, I think. I'm going to quickly rinse off my hands here. And this is honestly, I feel like a quick, easy meal. I used to eat this every day back when I was in Japan. Again, this is like very cheap ingredients. I know eggs down in the States, or up in the States, or in the States, depending in what country you think I'm in North America. Because if I'm in Mexico, you know, the States would be up in the States. If I'm in Canada, it would be down in the States. And if I'm in the United States of America, it would be in the States. But in Japan, you know, this would have been less than $1.50 in ingredients, you know, so yeah, and it's good to use a big bowl. I like to just, I'll be honest with you, I like to just mix this over the sink in case I drop some. Try not to, because it's like a waste of ingredients. But yeah, we're just gonna get this into a uniform pancake situation. And what should happen here is the salt should pull out some moisture from the cabbage, you know, osmosis or whatever you want to call it. The egg should add a bit of moisture, and the starch should act with the moisture and like kind of thicken up, you know. So that's why we use all these ingredients. And you might think, like, did Rice Bowl come up with this recipe? Nah, this is a girl I worked with. She became an actress or something like that in Japan. But at my last job, you know, she was into acting and all that, wanting to be on TV. So she was like big on dieting, eating healthy foods. And She taught me this recipe, and honestly, like, I was I was skeptical, you know, because like regular okonomiyaki is so good. It's so easy to make in Japan when you buy the powdered kits. For those who don't know, okonomiyaki is like a cabbage pancake with like a sweet barbecue sauce on top. But yeah, this is gluten free. I feel like it goes down really well because it's just vegetables and egg, you know. So yeah, anyways, this is well mixed now. Didn't really drop any, thankfully. So back here. Yeah, so drip, it's like 300 calories, right? But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's why, and even the Ninja Creamy, you know, like, another thing you could do, I find that it's pretty good, is you could buy a can of mandarins and light syrup, put that in, freeze it, so what's that, another 250 calories, add a bit of milk when you mix, and it's a nice refreshing dessert, I find. So anyways, this is not an endorsement or anything, but for me, it has been a great investment. But, yeah, gluten-free, because we use cornstarch once again. In Japan, I used to use potato starch. Let's just get you in to this nice angle right here. I am in shot, and we'll just get the fan going here. Oh, and this is one recipe that you're going. Okay, this is hot enough. This is one recipe where you're going to want to get the cover for sure, because it helps cook everything evenly. So just get a nice neutral oil. We got canola oil today for this live cooking show, and not too much, you know. The girl I used to work with, she would use not wax paper, parchment paper to cook this on, just to not get the calories from the oil, because like I said, she was doing it for dieting. With me, I'm just doing this because it tastes good. And the problem with regular okonomiyaki, like if you've ever made like pancakes or crepes at home, you might know, like, if you stir up the flour, do I have a cup even for this? Oh man. Yes. This should work. Perfect. Yes. But yeah, if you make this is a bit too hot actually. Anyways, just put this all in. And you could see this is like way too much cabbage. Way too much. The egg is starting to cook on the bottom. So for this to cook completely through, it's going to take a bit of time. So we don't want to blast this with heat either, because or else everything on the bottom is going to burn. And you can see like some egg dripping, right? That's probably a mixture of like water from the cabbage, the egg. So that's why it's a bit more liquidy. And it creates kind of an omelet surface, which is quite nice. But we're going to just cover this up right now. Wait, we still have a bit in here. Don't want to waste anything. Like I said, food is expensive nowadays. Just kind of press it in. And theoretically, I should have let the pan heat up and kind of season it a bit. So the stuff, so I can be guaranteed the stuff doesn't stick. But since I haven't really cooked this in a while, I forgot. But it's okay, stuff happens like that, you know, not all perfect out here. Just try your best to know when to give time. And this is one of those pans recipes that you want to eat it out of the tank. It's so messy when you try to transfer it onto a plate, I find. Especially when you have it huge like this. Like, let's see if I'm going to be able to flip it. Oh, yo, Patrick, peaches is really good. Peaches, I've done it before. Peaches and the Ninja Creamy peaches, milk, and maple syrup. Triple S tier situation. Yo, Rushika, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Rushika, can't believe I'm 28 years old. Yeah, I can't believe it either. I'm gonna be 29 when I graduate school. You know, trying to go into the job market as a new grad at 29 years old. If you go to university, honestly, I say this a lot, and it sounds like complaining, but I just really don't want people to make the same mistake as me. Go into a program that's profitable, you know, go into a program that's profitable, because man, or else you're going to end up like me, having to put your life on hold, going back to school at 28, 29, and you see all your other friends, you know, buying properties and all that, but to me, you know,
I don't know. To me, it's more the little things that I'm happy about. I talk about it a lot on this channel. You know, like, oh, I'm grateful for this food, cup of water, you know, a roof over my head. But for people I know, especially a lot of the younger folks out there who are on the social media doom scrolling trend, you know, they're maybe into golden chains and having $100,000, $1 million, quit my job that pays so much. You know what I mean? Like money is important for a lot of younger people. Have to flex on the haters, need the watch. Have to fill my cavity with a molten gold, 24 karat diamonds. But yeah, so that's why I'm coming out with this advice, because I know it's important for a lot of the young folks out there. And look, it's 10 p.m. So I don't know how many young folks are watching. Oh, I hope this. Yeah, okay, so it didn't stick to the bottom, thankfully. We'll let this cook a bit more, and then we're going to have to do one legendary flip, and then we should be good to eat after like 5 minutes. Yo, Jay Garcia is getting married and buying that third card. Oh wait, no, never mind. I think he's talking about his friends. I'm just sitting here looking at Pokemon cards. I could show my Pokemon card collection on one stream, actually. I don't know how interesting that would be, but Drip, amen, brother. I'm also 28. It's all about being grateful for what you have, honestly, you know. I live with my parents, so grateful. I was living with my grandmother a bit for like a year and a half when I was 25, 26. Yo, R, what's up? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, I've never lived alone. And sometimes I'm curious, like, what it would be like. And I think, you know, I wouldn't leave the house much, because I'll be honest, like, the only reasons why I leave the house nowadays is, like, sometimes to go see people. But other than that, during the week, there's some days where I just don't step foot, like, out of the house days in a row. Because I'm not even working now, you know, just going to school and it's all online. And, you know, I do stuff in the garden, like water the grass now, especially since my parents aren't here. But mostly, you know, I'm just locking in with the studies, because, you know, honestly, I don't want to have to stress out about having to pass technical interviews after I graduate. I really want to, like, have most of the base knowledge. So that's why, you know, I just really don't leave the house all that much recently. Unfortunately, you know, I like walking around. I like meandering off, seeing what there is to see. This summer, who knows, we might do an IRL live stream outside. I don't know how many people are going to be interested in that. But, you know, new experiences on the way here on the Rice Bowl channel. I think we're coming up here to a nice cook on the egg. So we're going to flip this now. And then I'll bring you in close for a nice angle. And when you want to flip this, there's two ways. You could use two spatulas, but I don't recommend using two spatulas because the pan's like kind of in the way. When I say the pan, I mean like the wall of the pan. So what I like to do is just go in here and then but yeah, flip it just like, and you could see it's kind of scary, but there's a nice cook to it. You could see though also, like, this area, you could see there's not as much egg to this. It's like a beautiful golden brown color. But yeah, anyways, I could put the cover back onto here, but if I do that, this is pretty crispy right now and we're going to lose the crisp, so I'd rather not do that, to be honest. I'd rather not do that. But a confident flip, yeah. And I kind of did it in a silly way, but honestly, like, it doesn't matter like what you look like when you're flipping it, as long as everything is contained in the pan, right? So yeah, we're going to just keep this on medium heat because we want it to be cooked all the way through. If you're pressed for time, cover it up, but if you do that, all the steam that's escaping right now, you can see some steam right here. It's going to condensate onto here. Like, you could see, right, the top of this cover, you could see there's like moisture and water, right? That's going to drip all back down onto this, and you're going to lose that crisp, so we're not going to do that today. So I think I'm going to start setting up our place to eat. Team Crispy indeed. But yeah, like I said, yo, Bella Jones, thank you so much. It does look delicious. Oh, I don't even know if I have sauce though. I do have sauce. I had some spicy powder. So yeah, yesterday I went on a whole food extravaganza. And honestly, if I was an RRL streamer, I think it would have been fun. So we went to have some pizza. So I had pizza and a pistachio tiramisu. And then after that, I played some pickleball. And then after that, I went to the pub, so I had some onion rings, some fried chicken, 2 beers, a rosé beer, which was really good, and a lemon salt beer. And what else did I had? I had a bit of apple cider, so that was all good. And honestly, it was reasonably priced. I find the pizza also, everything was reasonably priced, surprisingly around here. But if you start getting like stuff like hamburgers and all that, it's probably cheaper to make it home. But no, honestly, like chicken wings are probably easier to make at home also. But like chicken wings and fries, it's like a big time commitment. It goes well with beer. Why not? You know, I'm not gonna vent over that also. Pickleball was fun, and yeah, today I had, like I said, I had smoked meat and ribs, and that was really reasonably priced also. Had like a huge serving of ribs and like smoked meat, the whole combo, and it all came down to, for US dollars, probably $22 US, $21 US, and $21 US is like quite a lot. It's more than an hour of work where I used to work, but it was really good, and these are things I just don't make at home, so sometimes, it's good to spend money on that also, I find. But anyways, today we're doing a budget meal, nice and clean, cabbage, 2 eggs, and some powders. So yeah, we're just waiting for this. We're just waiting for this to crisp up. And we're going to sauce it up after. I just don't want to damage the counters, so I'm going to make sure to put a lot of protection onto that. 2 corks and some wood. And honestly, I do have some drinks I can't drink like this. I kind of want to drink Smirnoff Orange Creamsicle Blast. I bought this almost half a year ago actually, and I still haven't gotten to drinking it. Do I have anything else interesting in here? This my mom bought me for Christmas. This blonde beer. Haven't gotten into that either. And then I have a few more things factors, Dennis and Budweiser, but yeah, we're not going to be drinking any of that today. We're going to just stick to some good old H2O, I think. I drank yesterday, and who knows, there might be possibilities after the last stream to go drink with friends. But no, that's not going to happen. I think I actually have to do schoolwork. Yesterday when I went to go out, I guess I can tell the story after, not that it's like a super exciting story or anything like that, but let's see how we're looking down here. Yeah, okay, this is coming along, maybe 1 more minute, but you can see we got a nice round uniform shape. And it sounds cooked, right, because it's like kind of hollow. So I think it means that a lot of the vapor has escaped, and we're left with some empty spaces. I don't know, that's just my my bro science, cooking bro science, pseudo science. We're just gonna go. So yeah, anyways. Drip, I'm gonna leave to work out, but I subbed. Have a nice night, bro. Yo, Drip, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Have a good workout. Our chicken in an air fryer can be pretty close to deep fried. That's true, because indeed. Because once I bought quarter chickens, it was like I don't know what piece it was. It seemed like to be like a chicken. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what it was. There was like part of the wing on it, but I think the cut was called quarter chicken, and I put that in the air fryer, and not gonna lie, that was a crispy Esther situation, but it just took me like 40 minutes to cook. Anyways, time for dinner, I think. And then after this, we'll have some blackberries and some apples. But, yeah, we're going to eat now. I think if I put this on a plate, it would look better for the live stream. Yo, Patrick Conradin, thank you so much for the triple Esther situation. Here. But yeah, let me just get this maybe out here a bit more. Just so I look like one of those mukbang live streamers. Do I watch any of them? Nope, I don't. No, not me. And yeah, we're just gonna sauce this up. Sizzles equal subs. Like H3 and iDubbbz used to say back in the day. But yeah, we sauce this up. And we might want this a bit spicy, right? So we're going to spice it up also with some of that red pepper. Yeah. And we're good to go. I just want to thank everyone. Okay, wait 1 second.
Oh, yo, Jay Garcia isn't wrong. I think there's weed in the sauce. But yeah, okay. Okay, it doesn't look too good, I guess, with the lighting and all that. But I'm gonna tell you in person, this does look delicious. Alright, so let's get you back right here.
My bad, motion sickness bowl maybe. But alright. I think this is fine. Am I straight? Let's eat, people. I just have to get some chopsticks and a plate now. I could have maybe done some fried noodles also, but too tired, man. Too tired. I'm just going to eat an apple and some boysenberries after this. Do a quick cleanup, and yeah, we're gonna end the day there. Itadakimasu. Yo, Alteric, what's up? Shuriken Zone, thank you so much. Yeah, I just want to thank everyone, everyone for watching the last live stream, because I got a record amount of views. I said that last live stream also, but today I'm saying it again, because the last live stream record amount of views. In 1.5 hours of live streaming, we got 3,200 views. So it's amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support. I appreciate it. I never expected, you know, these cooking streams to do so well. But let's see if this is cooked all the way through now. It's nice and crispy on top. And hopefully it's going to be nice and fluffy inside. It seems to be. Yeah. Really good. Jay Garcia, let Shuriken Zone cut it with a shuriken. Yo, Jay Garcia, was the S tier comments recently. Yo, Min959, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Everyone's happy to see Min959. I put a lot of dashi in this so it tastes strong, but it's really good. But yeah, I have a friend who's half Japanese also, actually. And if you know him from my last channel, Kid Dynamite, maybe Jay Garcia knows who I'm talking about. He helped me film a couple of those food reviews almost 10 years ago, actually. Good friend. He lives pretty close by to me also. Like a few minutes walk, but I only see him once a year, sometimes twice a year. And last time I saw him, it was at the end of the year, and I wasn't working, and it was before school started, so I didn't really have much going on. And I just came back from Japan, and I basically hadn't really seen anyone the whole year, because when I was working, I was busy working, so kind of went all out with him. We went to all you can eat barbecue. We drank a lot there. Then we went to the pub, drank some there, and then we went to the ramen place, drank a bit there, and then we had pancakes, so spent a lot on that night, but memorable experience for sure. And I think I was supposed to see him today, I was going to see him today, but it fell through a bit. And yesterday also, he was a bit busy, so maybe in a future live stream we'll get Kid Dynamite back. Could have cooked this just a bit more, maybe just a tad more. Or cut the cabbage just a bit smaller, but other than that, triple S tier situation, guys. Triple S tier situation. And it's hot. Shuriken Zone would be happy to attack the food with a shuriken. Man, I never thought I would become a mukbang channel, you know? Patrick Connaughton, when Rice Bowl reaches 100k, do a split live and Shuriken cuts the cake with a Shuriken. Yo, I'd be down. Like, I'd send a Shuriken like $10 to buy a Walmart cake. No, Walmart cakes aren't that great, and we don't want Shuriken to be eating crap. So yeah, we'd spend like however much Shuriken needs to buy a good slice of cake to celebrate the occasion, also. But as things stand right now, I talk about this a lot. 100k is not in reach, so I'm gonna have to restructure this channel a bit. So you might start seeing different types of long videos coming out. Hopefully you'll find them entertaining, but this is all in my head to try to restructure the channel. And I think to get the remaining subs, I need 3 to 6 more million views on long. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Villager, are any of your old channels still up on YouTube? All my old channels are up on YouTube. On the Rice Bowl channel, I have around 1,300 videos, I think. There's probably, I would say, on the internet, close to 2,000 more videos with me in them, but not as Rice Bowl. Yeah, not as Rice Bowl. And if I combine the views on Rice Bowl versus all my other content, probably Rice Bowl has more views, me as a Rice Bowl, but if I combine all my other channels, probably it's not that far off. Patrick Connor, I'll put $20 towards it when I'm back to work. No, yo. No need, Patrick, no need. No need. Don't worry about it. But I appreciate it, Patrick? You know, already the fact that you're a member of the channel really helps out the channel financially. Because, currently I make like $20 a month through the memberships. If we want to have financial transparency on this channel, I think I have 16 members. And total, we're making around $20 a month on this channel through membership. So, you know, that adds up over the course of a year. And, you know, it helps financing things, you know. So, no, Patrick, no need to directly donate. But I appreciate it. Honestly, I really do. Jay Garcia, YouTube fell off, yo. Not gonna lie, when I discovered YouTube, there wasn't much going on. I was an early YouTube adopter, actually. I've been watching since 2006. For me, the peak of YouTube has to be 2011 to 2015. That's the peak for me. And you know, I don't know if you guys at home could relate. Yo, Danny, what's up? Hope you're doing good. But Arde also's in the house. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Bella Joe, chopping tutorial would, yeah, I'm thinking about it to do a cabbage tutorial, but unfortunately my skills are just not there anymore, so I'm gonna have to practice, I think. You know, healthy meat that's further almost, I guess so, but it's cabbage. It's cabbage with egg. Jay Garcia, I forgot that what happened to Patrick, but let's tell people he got hit by a meteor for cool points. Yo, I'm down with that. He got hit by a car though, but I'm down with saying that. Yo, Ben Hike, Jake, what's up? Alright, this is a gluten-free okonomiyaki, but Yo, thanks, Ben. This is not hard to make. Also, it's like four simple ingredients, or five if you want to include salt and pepper. Five simple ingredients. But yeah, like I was saying, for me, the peak of YouTube definitely has to be 2011 to 2015. And okay, we can all agree that production quality is better now. The editing is better. Yo, is this bread going moldy? It's not going moldy. But yeah, we can say definitely, like, production quality is better now. Editing is better now. Cameras are better now. But the heart isn't there anymore. I feel like with all this over editing, it's like I don't even know who I'm watching. Okay, let's be honest though, when we were watching YouTubers back in the day, like who knew who these people are like off the scenes. But at least you could like kind of speculate what kind of person some people are. And you create this parasocial relationship with them. But yeah, there's not much of that anymore. And I guess like the fact that I don't really have, maybe it's because I make videos more seriously now also. And I kind of got burned, having parasocial relationships with YouTubers, because there was one YouTuber I used to love watching. He has 10 million subscribers now, probably even more. But I really looked up to him. Like seriously. But then there was a whole cheating scandal that came out, and if he was cheating on like his girlfriend was just one girl, like okay, that's like bad enough. But there was something like three girls in the mix, and I was just like, man, yo. And they were like kind of, his agency was kind of selling him. He's a Japanese YouTuber, by the way. But his agency was like trying to sell him as like, oh, Mister, I don't have a girlfriend, I'm pure, no. Come to find out, yo, there's like 5, 6 girls in the scene, or not too sure, maybe 4. But yeah, anyways. After that, I'm like, yo, we don't really know who we're listening to. We don't really know who we're watching, and I kind of stopped developing parasocial relationships with YouTubers. Yo, Jay Garcia, I hope you don't get sick either. Yo, Shuriken Zone, the story is if I get 100k subs, you're going to celebrate with me by cutting the cake with a shuriken. Well, actually, wait. I'm trying to think now. That was the story, but it's kind of disrespectful to shuriken jutsu, right? Yeah, so maybe not. Look, we could work behind the scenes for that though. Yeah, parasocial relationships, Jay. They are scary. They are scary for real. Ben Hike, have you had time for yourself off YouTube yet? I don't really understand the question, but there was definitely a period where I took like 3 months off of YouTube, and didn't upload, and I kind of like took a break from YouTube because I was really like burnt out from life. Not necessarily from YouTube, but I used to daily upload long videos, having to do the thumbnail, and then go to work also, commute 3 hours by car. So I was kind of tired, and then I quit my job, moved to Japan to go live with my grandma. So yeah, I stopped doing YouTube for like 2 months, but then I started doing TikTok, and I kind of hit it off there. I think I got like 13k followers or something in 3 weeks, and now I was like, okay, I see a future in short form content, and I didn't grow up watching TikTok. I have no interest in being a TikToker. So yeah, I just started the Rice Bowl channel the week after I started my new job at this new restaurant. But that's back in 2022, 3 years ago, But yeah, anyways, that's the story. Scar Paper, looks like you've been eating well Indeed. Eating very well today. But my bad if I missed a few comments because I started rambling and I'm kind of far away from the camera. I'll bring it up close after we're done eating. Maybe when I move on to the apple and blackberries. The shuriken zone. I have to think on that rice bowl. Would it be considered disrespectful to cut a cake with a nihonbo or nihonto? I've never really thought about this before. I have no idea. Like me personally, it's like it is what it is. But I think people who are into like these traditional like arts and all that, like, because I remember watching this I understand why you got mad, but I remember watching Iron Chef when I was younger, and it was Bobby Flay versus Morimoto, and then Bobby Flay started like standing on the counters, and then like Morimoto was like not happy. It's like you can't stand on the counters with your shoes on. Like, is he joking around? No. I get it. Yo, Benton, what's up? Scarab, that's the Dream Brother TikTok lifestyle. But, yeah, I don't know about going on a TikTok lifestyle, but it seems stressful to be a full-time content creator. But it was my dream. It's my dream, I guess, when I was younger. But, now that I'm almost 30 years old, it's slowly coming to reality. And, the social media also, I feel like, it's kind of like an expiry date for creators. Like, you can't be too young, but you can't be too old also. Like, if you're 50 years old or like even 40 years old, it's hard for a younger audience to relate to you. But on the flip side, if you're like 14 years old, people who are like 25, I don't really think are going to watch you. So when kids, like 18-year-olds or 16-year-olds do YouTube, what I've noticed is it's like they almost have to cater to an audience that's younger than them, because an audience that's older than them won't really like take them seriously, unfortunately. And if you do content like that, once you're like 50, thinking about the long term, that's not sustainable either. So yeah, it's really hard. There's really a sweet spot, I think, and I'm in it right now. I think like 27 to 32. I'm really in that sweet spot right now to make content. Maybe 25 to 32, I would say. But after that, you're too old, you're too young, and it becomes tricky. So if I'm going to make it, it's right now. Healthy Me, did your family support you financially to live in Japan? I worked when I was there and I had YouTube income, so I was okay. Because the first time I lived there, for like a year, I think, I went and I had not too much money in my savings actually, and I was working part-time, making $900 working part-time, and I was doing YouTube also on the side, and I was making maybe 700 US, I would say, a month on average, something like that, not too sure. So, I was working well, and I was living with my grandma, and back then, I was still a student, so I'd give her $300 a month. And then last time when I went back, and I lived there for a year and a half, a bit more than a year and a half. I quit my job over here. I was working in like a factory over here doing research and development assistant, product development and all that. I moved back in with my grandma and I started working in Japan, and that job paid maybe like $7 US an hour, but I was working a lot of hours, at first at least. So I was able to, save up a good chunk of months and keep it going, pay for my insurance, pay for my internet. Put some money aside for my grandma, so yeah, it went well indeed. Cost of living in Japan isn't that expensive, I find, compared to North America. Wait, Jay Garcia, crackling is back at oh man, the crackling is back. I haven't changed anything though. Yo, Jake Peters, original Iron Chef was too good indeed. But the Jake Peters Shuriken Zone. Let me ask you this: have you ever seen Japanese couples cut their wedding cake? Was it katana? Oh, I've never been to a marriage, so I don't know. But that's a good question. Yeah, but yeah, we could figure that out behind the scenes when I approach 100K. I think it would be fun, to hopefully by then. Like I said, I've spoken to people at YouTube to implement this feature where I could just click on someone's name and they could come in, and that would be so great. Kind of like what's that website where it's like you speak to random people and then you move on to the next one, kind of like that. But I could choose people in the comments and we could get all the regulars on and celebrate it together, But unfortunately, there's no feature for that. Jay Garcia, most of the people I watch are in their 40s and 50s. Okay. Honestly, like, I haven't watched YouTube, like, very seriously in the past few years now, gotta be honest. So, that might be the case, I watch a few cooking channels, and then, like, a few people on YouTube Shorts, like the people who eat food in the car. But even then, everyone seems really young, I find. Like in their 20s or early 30s, maybe. I don't know. I recently got hooked onto the Outdoor Boys because I heard they quit, so I was like, okay, I'll check this out. And man, he used to make good videos. It's too bad he's no longer with us, That's the kind of content we want to see on this platform. Scarab, how old were you? Because I went to study there, right, the first time, so I think I was like 21. And then the second time I went, I was like 24, I think. 24. Not too sure, something like that. But maybe it's Omegle. Yeah, I don't know all these websites, unfortunately. But yeah, it would be fun if they had a feature like that in the live streams, but I think it's too much of a risk, for YouTube also, because someone could come up and like say a slur or something, and the YouTuber gets canceled for giving them a platform. Anyways, we're going to eat the rest of this Okonomiyaki. Yo, Simply Mabil, what's up? Or Mabali, hope you're doing good. Patrick Conner, and I realize most people I watch are between 20s to mid-50s. I think it's an uphill battle if you're like someone who's under 20 making YouTube videos. Like, you have to make the videos for people younger than you, I think. I think that's why you see people like iShowSpeed and all them. They have like a lot of subscribers, but they're around his age, right, or younger. It's not like 50-year-old dudes who are watching him. Oh, yo, Bella's saying Omegle got shut down though. Not that I would know, because I've never been on that website. But yeah, just to have a feature like that. It would be fun. Last bite. Helsinki, do you believe in heaven and hell? I mean, as much as it would, I don't know, man. Like, as much as it would be fun to think that it exists, I don't know. Like, these are some really deep questions, right? Like, what happens in the afterlife? And I'm just the guy who eats on camera, right? So I'm not really qualified to answer them. right now I'm focused on like right now, not so much the afterlife, you know. So trying to be there for my family when they need me, and trying to experience as much as I can despite not really leaving the house. But you know, even this YouTube stuff, you know, I never thought after I took a break on my old channel that I would like kind of make a comeback on a new one, but that was good. But yeah, I'm trying to maximize what I have now, and I'm not really thinking about the afterlife to be honest. And no, I last year I think I lost my grandmother on my mom's side, not my Japanese one, but my mom's mother, she passed away, and you know, it's like it still doesn't feel real, you know, it still doesn't feel real. And I would like to think, you know, she's in a better place and all that, like we hear a lot, but I'd rather her be here with us right now, you know, obviously. But yeah, when we start talking about like life and death, you know, it starts becoming like a bit heavy, a bit deep. So yeah, maybe not the best topic for an eating live stream. But yeah, that's my opinion on it all. Like I'm concentrating on the present, and I do. It's true. Look, I dwell on the past, and I do my best to concentrate on the present. But yeah, I don't really think about that much into the future if it answers the question. Vortex Coder, member of the channel. What's up? Hope you're doing good with the dab emoji. I'm just gonna put this fry pan away. Quickly rinse this off. And I'm going to eat these boysenberries. First of all, these were on sale, you know, so better eat these sooner than later, because we already know what happens with like berries that are on sale, right? They go moldy fast. Yeah, just drain those real quick. Maybe I should do a better job washing them. My bad, chat, for... Yeah, just do a better job rinsing these off. And we're back. So I'm going to just quickly, Scarab, I'm going to just quickly eat these, and I think we're going to end the chat. So, these beautiful... These are on sale also, so that's why, we're eating these luxurious berries. These are so sweet, so tasty. Have to blow my nose, I'll be right back. I had a pretty active day today, not gonna lie, because to go to the smoked meat spot, that was almost 10,000 steps, you know, going back. And then I ran. Had a high intensity day today, so. You know, the outdoor guys quit their YouTube channel because they wanted their privacy, and it's kind of weird because a lot of us start YouTube to get really popular, right? It's kind of a paradox. To get really popular, to get as much views as possible, to like get as much attention as possible, and then at one point it's too much to handle. So we don't want that anymore, but it's too late. And to keep the machine going, you know, the YouTube machine going, you need to keep up your numbers. And a lot of us on YouTube, you know, it's not like we're Hollywood actors with like an agency and management teams and all that. We're just regular people, you know. A lot of regular like YouTubers, they're on their high horse. Streamers also. Like, and they think they're holier than thou, but you know, let me tell you, yo, YouTubers, they're just regular people. Well, most of them. But I guess like that's not true either, because like what regular person could get 10 million people to follow your content? So I don't know. It's a complex issue. But yeah, we got the blackberries. I don't know what it means when they're a bit red, like that. Tomorrow might be the day we cook the T-bone steak. Or we might do it on Monday. Like I said, I have a test on Monday, so depending on how that goes, we might have the T-bone steak or ham sandwiches because we have to use up the cheese. Jay Garcia, man, that's the issue, right? Like, Twitter has to come in and, that kind of sucks, if he quit because of that, because, like I say all the time, like, me, I don't mind if people attack me, but if I ever got married and I had a wife in my videos, like, I wouldn't want them to, like, roast her appearance or anything like that, because they didn't sign up for that, Me, I have the camera, these lights on, and me, I signed up for it, like, oh, if people want to be, like, rice bowl looks funny, like, it is what it is, I signed up for this. But once you start getting people, like, other people involved, like, they didn't sign up for it, they're just, like, there for support, so that sucks, Like, if I ever got married, honestly, I would probably, keep my wife off camera, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know, because it's a lot to handle, maybe, like, for people who didn't sign up for it and who aren't used to the hate and all that. Jay Garcia, or my bad, how's me? Do you like traveling? So, not so much. Recently, when I drove to Seattle with my brother and then, back, that was a lot of fun, though. So, I'm starting to like these road trips a bit more. But, Jay Garcia, anyone see that orb? Are you going back to the UFO talk? We might be cooking this in a future video. Yeah, Mrs. Shuriken likes to stay off camera. Like, I'll be honest, I was one of those people who would watch YouTube, and when a YouTuber would be like, oh, I have a girlfriend, I have a boyfriend, I'd be curious, like, what they look like. I don't know why, I'd be curious, But, maturing is realizing that some people would rather be off the camera, so, have to respect that also. For YouTube at least. Anyways, so we got this T-bone steak that might be, we might cook it tomorrow. I don't know. If we're not cooking it tomorrow, we're going to cook it on Monday. Got to. So if we're cooking this tomorrow, though, I think I should put it in the fridge to let it thaw out a bit. Again, I bought this for $6 US, so can't expect much. Jay Garcia, smash that like button. Jay Garcia, thank you so much for advertising the channel for me. But yeah, that's going to be a future video. So I think I'm going to end it here, guys. It's almost 11 o'clock. Just going to do a bit of cleanup. Might try calling my friend to see. Wait, it sounds like I'm underwater. Yeah, I seem to be having hardware issues also today. So I think I'm going to end the stream here, guys. And my bad, for all the issues. And again, thank you so much for the support recently on the live streams. It's been I'm not going to say like overwhelming, like whoa. But yeah, it's been like a lot, so record-breaking numbers, But yeah, for the steak cooking stream, I'm just trying to think how to angle the camera, because if I do it on the barbecue grill, I don't want to dox myself. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure it out. Maybe we could do it on the fry pan, not too sure. But we're gonna do it at... The thing is, if I'm really busy with school tomorrow, it's going to be a situation where I'm like sitting down 5 or 6 hours, and then if I run... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the situation is going to be, but it's either going to be a ham sandwich stream. What's my plan tomorrow? Yo, it's just studying, but hopefully I could get on stream a bit earlier. A bit earlier. It's a bit late to start streaming at 9:30 p.m. I think my sweet spot is 8 p.m. But my time at least. So, anyways, I just want to thank everyone for watching today's videos. Patrick Conner, bro, remember to prioritize you over the streams. Yeah, that's the thing though. When my parents come back, I can't stream, so I take advantage a bit. So, tomorrow and the day after tomorrow is the last time I'm going to be able to live stream, and I'm going to do it despite having an exam coming up. And after that, like, I might not be able to stream till October or something like that. So, except if I do an IRL stream, which is always an option. But the only issue is IRL. Oh, I have to shave, eh? But the only issue with that is with the IRL streams is I could potentially get doxxed. I don't know my data plan on my phone. And yeah, that's the only issue. But yeah, after Monday, because that's not true. Like, I could stream in the basement, but I just can't stream in the kitchen, with nice lighting and the cooking. It would just be talking, So it's less interesting. But yeah, I hope the technical issues do resolve also the Shuriken Zone. But Healthy Me, I think you're a new viewer of the channel. If you are, thank you so much for interacting today. Again, I say it all the time, this is a two-way interaction. I can't just talk for an hour and a half straight. I need people to help me out, so I appreciate everyone at home. But for leaving the likes, for watching, leaving the comments, becoming members of the channel. If you're interested, by the way, for the low price of 99 cents a month. But anyways, that's that. I hope everyone has a good day. And yeah, tomorrow we'll try to stream, the day after that, and then after that, I'm not too sure when the next stream is going to be, but we'll get back to YouTube shorts and videos. I think on Friday we're ending this course we're doing on user designer. We're doing some kind of course on UI right now. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and this section of the course is ending on Friday. So Monday and Sunday are potentially just going to be review days for me and not going to have to study for an exam, do a project. So I might film a long video, guys. But yeah, all that to say, yeah, let's think. I want to do IRL live streams, but if I do it before school starts, everyone is working, 5 p.m., 3 p.m., noon, 11 a.m. Everyone's working, except if I do it on like a Saturday or a Sunday, which I can. And, Nico, what's up? Hope you're doing good. And, there's stuff that I would be interested in doing, like going to McDonald's, not McDonald's maybe, but like, fast food and doing live, like biking there and like filming that all and like doing a 3-hour live stream outside, because I just can't talk out loud like this. It's too, like, I'm too shy, with my parents around, so I might have to buy a mic for that. But that's another investment, so I have to like kind of think, do I really want to spend $200 on a mic? Anyways, that's a me issue, not a you issue, so I'm not going to ramble on any further. Thank you, I can't talk anymore. Thank you to everyone for watching today's live stream. The shorts will be coming back hopefully next week. I do have the 2 exams and the assignments and all that, so we'll see. I might be a bit not too active after Monday, but yeah, anyways, I hope everyone has a good day and see you in the next live stream. Goodbye.